Bambi video mfano fail. So this is organic chemistry, and if you are doing grade 12 or you are rewriting grade 12, you need to be watching this video. So question 2, the letters A to H below represents 8 organic compounds. So now here they tell us about 8 organic compounds. But what do we know about organic compounds? We know Guti, organic compounds are compounds that consist of the element carbon inside them. Now, let's go to A. Before answering the questions, start by analyzing your diagram. A, now we've got butane 2-ol. Now, once you see all, what do you think of? You know, with all comes from a homologous series, a series alcohol. So that's what we know. It's important for you to identify a homologous series wonky before attempting the questions. Now, let's look at B. B, I would draw the structure, but you draw it and you'll see what I'm saying. So when upon attempting to draw the structure, we can actually see that B is alkane. So B is an alkane. Now let's look at C. C, there's got this thing called iron. What do you know? We know it falls under alkyne. So once you see iron, you know that is an alkyne. Now D, we find something very interesting. We see something like ucho. What do we know about ucho? We know ucho comes from aldehyde. So we know that man. D is aldehyde. Now let's look at E. We're seeing a double bond like this. We know that once they see a double bond, that is an alkene. No problem. Now, obviously, F, there is all again. We know all comes from alcohols. Now, G, we see something very interesting. We see those halogens. We know that once we see a halogen, that is a haloalkane. Haloalkane. Because halo means halogen inside an alkane. Now let's look at F. F is still an aldehyde. I see something like CHO, which is that functional group. So F is still, H is still aldehyde. Now, after you've done to do this, it can take you 2 minutes to do this. After you've done on your examination, that's where you can attempt the question. Let's define 2.1. 2.1, what is a hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are organic compounds. Organic compounds consisting of hydrogen. They consist of hydrogen and carbon atoms only, and carbon atoms only. So that's how you define what in a hydrocarbon. Very important. The definition will give you how many marks? 2 marks. So you'll get 2 marks just for defining hydrocarbons. 2.2.1. 2.2.1 says 2 compounds that are unsaturated compounds or hydrocarbons. Now, what do we know about unsaturated hydrocarbons? They have multiple bonds between their carbon atoms, those hydrocarbons. Now, let's look at C, guys. C, a triple bond, that is an alkyne. So, C is one of the hydrocarbons. So C is a hydrocarbon and what? And another one because bafuna 2. Now let's look at E, guys. E is also a what? A hydrocarbon because E has E double bond. So double bond and triple bond are unsaturated, meaning that they've got multiple bonds between carbon atoms. Now, of course, Lapa, we are going to say C, the answer, nobani, ano E. So that is the answer. So unsaturated means double or triple bond between carbon atoms.